Issue 121.
Someone close to me is about to die. Someone I cannot save. My spider sense is never wrong. But who? And we have pictures of various characters in the Spider-Man universe. Really well done. Never in a million years would an unsuspecting reader find out who it is. The story begins as Spider-Man overlooks outside the window as Harry Osborn is overcoming a near-fatal drug overdose, overseen by a doctor and Mary Jane and Gwen Stacy by his bedside. The doctor seems to confirm that Harry's been taking drugs again. Mary Jane and Gwen helplessly look on and try to comfort Harry. Peter takes off the Spider-Man uniform and goes in to comfort and help. As soon as Peter enters the home, he is confronted by Harry's father, scolding him. "I told you not to go near my son." Norman Osborn yells at Peter and tells him, "I don't want to ever see your face again. It's your fault Harry's ill. Your fault these terrible things have happened to my son. All your fault." Gwen and Mary Jane run into Peter in the hallway. Gwen asks Peter what could have happened to make him become so desperate. They all ponder the same thing and none of them know. When Peter asks MJ, she quietly says, "I don't know, Pete. I just don't know." The scene transitions into Norman on the phone. His stocks are down another 13%. Soon, he fears he's going to be wiped out. And then Harry stumbles into the room, overhearing him on the phone. Dizzy, weak. Everything is crumbling around Harry. Everything around Norman is crumbling. A lightheaded Spider-Man travels to the Daily Bugle to have a late day appointment. Feeling lightheaded, not sure what it is, thinking it's a flu. Peter stumbles through the street, trying to get home. But he figures being Spider-Man is a quicker way to get there. And he also wants to talk to Gwen. We then transition to Norman overlooking his son, talking to the doctor. Soon, Norman has visions of Spider-Man. Soon, we see the psychological breakdown of Norman as he starts to visualize Spider-Man, tries to attack him, starts losing his mind, becoming mentally unstable as his world around him is collapsing. His mind seems to be overtaken by a demon. He rushes through the street into a corridor and transforms into the Green Goblin. He blames Spider-Man for all of his problems. And as the Green Goblin, because of what he's done to me and my son, Spider-Man, the cursed Peter Parker, must die tonight. We see Gwen Stacy feeling bad for Harry and his troubles and yearning for Peter to be there so she could talk to him about it. Behind her, the Green Goblin approaches, and one of the most incredible and spectacularly disastrous outcomes in comic book history is about to unfold in front of us. Spider-Man finally arrives at Gwen's apartment. He gets in through the window, but all is wrong. The place has been ransacked, and then he finally spots a pumpkin on top of Gwen's bag. His intuition feared the worst. The Green Goblin has been here. Frantic, desperate to find Gwen, he searches throughout the city, finally landing on the George Washington Bridge, where he spots the Green Goblin standing next to an unconscious Gwen Stacy. He charges ahead, attacks the Green Goblin, trying to defend Gwen. In a spectacular aerial showdown, Spider-Man, using his web line, snags the Goblin and attacks him. He rushes frantically to Gwen Stacy's side, trying to get near her. As the Green Goblin attacks using his glider, Gwen's body falls over. Desperately, a quick-thinking Spider-Man shoots his web at Gwen. He manages to catch her and pulls her to him, to safety. But something is terribly wrong. Gwen Stacy is not moving. Her eyes are closed. She's not breathing. Her heart stopped. Peter's coming to the realization that Gwen Stacy has died. He holds her tenderly, but the Green Goblin is on the attack again. Spider-Man looks up at the sky. Spider-Man, enraged, broken, defiant, beside himself, vows revenge on the Green Goblin. "You're the creep who's going to pay. You killed the woman I love, and for that you're going to die." This must have been an incredible story to behold. The Goblin watches with sick satisfaction, gloating that Spider-Man has contributed to the death of Gwen Stacy. He holds Gwen's body in his arms as the Goblin looks on. Spider-Man vows that the Goblin will pay tonight. This issue ends with one of the most haunting images of Spider-Man. The issue ends with one of the most haunting images in Spider-Man history. Peter Parker kneeling on the bridge, cradling Gwen's lifeless body, and vowing revenge on the Green Goblin, who has killed the woman he loved. A legend ends. A darker era begins.
Cover art rating.